Hello and welcome back to, I guess, the real story of Fata Morgana. I am really dark. I apologize. I guess I'll see how the lighting is in post to see if I can maybe make some adjustments. But I think it's also because there's very little text on the screen right now. A lot of darkness. Like I said, if you watch my moving video, you know that I am recently moved into a new little corner of the world. So, yeah, we'll make adjustments as we go. But for right now, it is time to figure out what really happened between our Mikkel and our Giselle. There was a door at the end of a long corridor. I pulled it open, and a wisp of bone-chilling air brushed past me. It was too dark to see anything, but I could feel something different present in this area than the rest of the house. Uneasiness gripped me. Hello? Is anyone there? Please don't tell me it's actually abandoned. I suppose I can't know without looking around a bit more. My voice simply disappeared into the void. No response. As I pushed forward through the freezing air, for a split second I spotted a shimmer of light. Squinting my eyes, I was able to make out a large window. Unlike the others, it wasn't shuttered. What do we have here? Drapes? I see a little light beyond. My chances were slim, I imagined, but if there was even a slight possibility of getting some light in here, it was worth a shot. So I pulled open the drapes. Ah! The next moment, faint but colorful light shone down on me. It was a stained glass window. From beyond the glass, I could hear the subtle pitter-patter of rain. It had finally started, it seemed. The different colors of light blended into a milky white, dim but wondrous. Just like my face cam is now full of light. It's so pretty. It looks like an angel. Why would someone cover this up? It's beautiful. With a little more light, it'd be... Please do not touch the drapes. Gasp! Or the windows. Suddenly I heard a voice, and I could sense someone else in the room. The man's voice was emotionless, neither deep nor high. Before long he came into view, illuminated by dual orange candlelight. Oh my god, it's Michael again. I'm sorry for coming in uninvited, but I did announce myself. It's true. The man stood there, practically blending in with the darkness. Had he been there the whole time? He was staring straight at me. His gaze wavered slightly, but not enough for me to read anything in it. Then again, I could hardly make out any detail at all under the light of a single candle. Is this, your mansion? It is. Thank goodness. I was afraid it was deserted. I suspect you would have preferred it if the house were abandoned. Oh, not at all. I would be scared to death staying in the dark mansion all by myself. I'm sorry. No ill will intended. But I do think it but I do think it could do with some light. That way, you could see where you were walking. And I'm sure this room would look splendid illuminated. Not necessary. I make do perfectly well as things are. How can you see when it's so dark? I have an abundance of candles and oil for lamps. I'm not in want of means of creating light. It is not your place to criticize my lifestyle, you little... If you need light, You are free to leave. If you are in need of money, help yourself to some of the furniture. There's a village not far from here. Well, this part is all the same, ain't it? Trade it for food, then make your way to a larger town. I am no longer able to freely return to the city. I cannot go back there. Please, don't chase me out. I see. And you do ask this of me, aware of how people are... Yawns are already attacking me. Aware of how people refer to this mansion. They say a witch lives here. Oh, they say a witch lives here. Not merely a witch. A cursed witch. If you remain here, you too shall likely suffer your own destruction. You're worried for my well-being? Witch or not, my mind is made up. I was sent to this cursed witch's mansion to atone for my transgressions back in the city. It didn't matter what lived here. I had no choice. Which will strike you first, I wonder? Regret or the curse? You seem to be doing just fine. It's only a tale. The witch is real, very much so. It is not legend, nor is it fairy tale. The witch? The witch's name was Morgana. Oh, alright. Is me. I am the Fata Morgana. Hold your applause. Yes, that was our first encounter. It was nothing flowery or dramatic. It was rather laced with suspicion and wariness. We knew nothing about one another, and I had no interest in changing that. But nonetheless, that was where it all began, where my history with her commenced. Whoa. The woman had jade eyes. Open wide, they glimmered like jewels in the light shining through the stained glass window. She seemed to be at a loss for words. Oh, I see, we changed perspectives from Gazelle to McCull. I wasn't lying, per se. The rumor said a witch lived in this house, and I was the only one who fulfilled that criteria. Thus, said rumors could be interpreted to be talking about me. After staring at me dumbfounded for a few moments, the woman suddenly burst into laughter. Poof, wow, ha ha ha. Stupid idiot. Here I was thinking you were kind of scary. It turns out you're quite funny. What? I never would have guessed you were someone to tell such a ridiculous joke with a straight face. I wasn't... You don't look at all like a witch. I mean, it's dark and I can't really see. But you seem to me like a rather handsome man. The word witch. The word witch has broader meaning than just a woman who practices magic. Any unholy person with cursed powers, man or woman, can be considered a witch. I think I get what you're trying to say, but my mental image of a witch is definitely more a woman. So you're not a witch? No. We were trying to break down those walls. To tell you the truth, I didn't know who might be here, which had me rather scared. But I think I can make this work. What do you? It's a pleasure to meet you, Master. Master? I was sent here from your old home. I was an Abigail for your mother, but, well, I might have made a little goof. I froze the moment the word left her mouth. Goof. Home. It rattled around in my skull, shaking up terrible memories that almost brought me to my knees. Why, after all these years, were they reaching out to me now? And not even sending someone to bring me back. Just sending someone. To what end? For what purpose had they shipped an Abigail out to this remote mansion? What was my mother thinking? Was this another one of her attempts to break my curse? What do you mean you made a little goof? My voice came out weak. What do you mean you made a little goof? I did my best not to let it show on my face. It was a teeny tiny mistake. See, we had... I was putting away kitchen knives. Nothing you need to concern yourself with. What did Mother say about me? Well, it was actually your father who told me to come here. I never really spoke to your mother much. Father sent you? That made even less sense. Why would he have? Did Father even know I was here? No. If he had known, I would have been... Who was this woman? And what was her goal in asking me to stay here? Or in asking to stay here? Well, there you have it. I'll be here for a while. If you need me for anything, do not hesitate to ask. I'm confident I can handle most everyday tasks. Just don't have me handling knives. Now, where should I begin? Oh, I know. Are you hungry, Master? Food? I can't imagine you eat much, being as skinny as you are. I turned my back on her without responding. No matter what her goal was, she had been sent from that house. There was no way anything good could come of that, and there was no way I could live with someone who had ties to them. I prayed she would take the hint, give up, and leave. Master. And so I kept ignoring her. Master, Master. I ignored. Master! Master! Where's the dreams that I've been after? I ignored her. Master, what would you like for supper? Nothing! But failed, spinning back and shouting. Her eyes went wide, and then she gave a sheepish giggle. I glared at her as she fidgeted uncomfortably. Eating is one of the most basic human needs, so if you're hungry, you should really eat. I said I didn't want. What was that sound? Must you ask? That's not a very polite thing to ask a lady, you know. Huh? It was a long trip, and all I had to eat on the road was dried fruit. I felt like I was some kind of animal. So, what I'm trying to say is that I'm hungry. That wasn't the sound of a stomach growling, was it? I thought lightning had struck in the distance. And would like some supper. The kitchen is at the far end of the hall on the first floor. There's food in the cellar. Help yourself to any of it. Thank you so much. I honestly feel like I haven't eaten in days and I'm about to die of starvation. Oh, and I shouldn't need any help in finding it. I plan on exploring the house anyway. It's rather exciting being in a new place. Erg. Damn it. That did not go as planned. And next time on Hooky Hour, we will see what might go according to plan. Who knows? So until then, I will see you next time. Bye.